Gott, ich hoffe, da war's.
Mr. Mims?
Yes.
I found the person responsible for sabotaging your iron mill.
Oh, yeah?
His name is Peyton Ferguson. He's currently at the Bow Street Jail.
Hey, not bad. I owe you one, Detective.
He certainly does.
You certainly do.
What can you tell me about
Think you
Hannibal
do.
Kirkland?
Good worker. Mostly kept to himself. Real shame what happened to him.
You said Kirkland was a good worker?
One of my best. I knew something was up when he didn't show up for a couple of days. Don't think he'd ever missed work before.
Did he have any personal effects he kept here, or an area where he worked?
He had a cabinet downstairs in the workers' changing area, just like everyone else. You can go take a look if you want, but I don't think the police found anything. Kirkland's cabinet is the third one from the left.
Dritter von links, dankeschön. 3 VL. So. Das Problem ist, dass ich immer sauber schreiben möchte, wenn ich mir
Do you
Notizen
know if
mache.
anyone here disliked
Und
Kirkland?
deswegen brauche ich dafür
Enough
ewig.
to want him dead? Nah, there's the occasional scrap, but everyone around here gets along for the most part. Like I said, he mostly kept to himself. Head down, didn't bother nobody.
Do you know what he did outside of work?
No idea. I only ever saw him here.
Are
Okay.
you familiar with the Justice Killer?
The who?
He's a serial murderer who's killed 5 men over the past 4 months.
Is that right? Never heard of him.
He may have killed one of your men. Weren't the police here asking about it?
Oh, is that what that was all about? I know they came poking around here a while back, but I was busy dealing with other things.
It's nice to see the lines of communication here are wide open.
I'll be going now.
Be careful on your way out.
Okay, vielen Dank. Dann auf in das Worker Aerial. Guck mal, es gibt genau 6 Arbeiter hier. Wollen wir da mal reinschauen? Gents, geehrte Herren, bitte nicht mehr unter der Dusche rasieren. Die Putzfrau hat mir beinahe den Kopf abgerissen. Sie sagte, dass der Abfluss mit den ganzen Haaren nicht klarkommt. Mims. Mims habe ich doch auch schon mal irgendwo gehört. Mims? Wo habe ich den Namen Mims schon mal gehört? Und wer hat hier was abgehakt? Hat irgendjemand 8 Striche gemacht?
Sounds like there's someone in there. If you weren't so bashful, I'd suggest joining in. You could certainly use it. At least having a heater down here manages to keep things warm. I remember the changing rooms at the police station were always ice cold.
Die wechselnden Räume? Habe ich vorhin noch die Übersetzung gelobt und jetzt macht er aus Changing Rooms die wechselnden Räume. Oh, das Police Department ist also quasi Hogwarts.
Just another unmarked.
Kennst du nicht die berühmten wechselnden Räume? Das schreibe ich mir mal auf, das baue ich irgendwann mal in D&D ein. Woher soll ich denn da jetzt drauf kommen? Warte mal, Kirkland. Was wissen wir über Kirkland? Kirkland. Hannibal Kirkland. Kopfschuss. Eisenarbeiter. In seiner Wohnung. Justice. Keine Zeugen. Nichts von Interesse. Privatleben. Hier ist eine 8, da ist eine 8. Sonst noch irgendwo eine Nummer? Ja, vielleicht ist es aber auch ein... ...808.
Empty. That's disappointing.
Ich würde 853 draus machen.
There's something at the bottom here.
The Gilded Lily. Die Goethe Lily. 12 reizende Damen stehen stets bereit. Alle Größen, ob klein, ob schlank, ob drall. Sonderangebot gegen Vorlage dieses Gutscheins erhalten Sie das Angebot für 1 Krone zum halben Preis. 459 Patrick Lane, John Day, wir freuen uns auf Sie.
It seems our friend Hannibal had a few extracurricular activities after all.
Gilded Lily.
Ruby, 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 Ruby.
Suspicious.
Who knew such a pretty flower could cause such an inconvenience? The answer to that question is me, in case you were wondering. Flowers bring nothing but trouble. Trouble and
Stimmt, der
snot.
war ja bloß
That's
gegen
enough,
Blumen
Bill.
allergisch.
I need to get a move on.
So. Gilded Lily, die güldene Lily. Ei, 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 ei. Theoretisch können wir auch noch zu all den anderen Orten, aber ich wüsste gerade nicht warum.
Well, hello there, handsome. Welcome to the Gilded Lily. Come over
Hast du
here
eine
and tell
Augenklappe?
me what kind of pleasure it is you're looking
Eine
for.
Augenklappe, das ist ja lustig.
I'm afraid I'm here for business, not pleasure.
Oh, well, that's just a shame, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I'm Miles Fordham, private investigator. And you are?
You can call me Serafina. I'm in charge of this establishment.
You won't mind if I take a look around or ask you some questions?
As long as you keep to the front room, you can do whatever you like. Beyond that, you're gonna have to pay.
Maybe it's best if you leave this part out when you tell Adelaide about the case later.
Schicke Bilder.
My virgin eyes. You certainly won't find art like that at the National Gallery.
Moment, ich muss mal was tun, um YouTube zu reizen. Guckt mal, da! Muss ich dieses pixeln oder wird das Video dann gesperrt? Muss ich pixeln? Ja, genau. Also wenn ich es nicht tue, meine ich natürlich.
What a charming statue. Wouldn't she get cold fetching water in that state of undress?
Nein, auf keinen Fall.
Looks nervous. Wonder if this is his first time.
Nicht wie immer. Okay.
I'm not too familiar with places like this, but I believe that's where the fun happens. If you've got the crowns for it.
Okay,
May I ask you a few questions, Serafina?
Of course you may, but I can't guarantee the answers will be free.
Eine nette Dame.
Do you by chance have a girl named Ruby in your service?
Ruby? Yes, she's one of our newest girls. And she's not in any sort of trouble, is she?
Not at all. I merely wanted to speak with her.
Well, she should be in the dressing room. If you go through the rear door and follow the hallway down, it's the last door on the left.
I see. Thank you.
Nett?
This is a lovely establishment you have. And such a nice name, too.
Thank you, my dear. It wasn't always called the Gilded Lily, though. We were formerly known as La Maison des Tolérances.
What inspired the name change?
That's a bit of a long story. Not worth getting into.
How long have you been
Bestimmt ist es
operating?
Doch.
Going on 25 years. Business has been good. There's a reason this is the world's oldest profession, you know.
So, how did you get into this business?
Like many of the other girls, it was the best of some bad options. I had no interest in being beholden to a husband. I may be a fallen woman, but better to fly and fall than to have your wings clipped.
Do you enjoy the work?
It's a job like any other, Mr. Fordham. There are good days and there are bad days. But my girls are my family. We take care of each other. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Der Satz war wieder echt gut übersetzt. Das wechselt immer so. Hast du, wenn du zum Desktop zurück möchtest, steht da Schreibtisch, dann hast du die wechselnden... Okay, egal.
Did you know Percival McDonough?
The politician? I knew who he was, but never met him personally.
He was seeing Ruby, wasn't he?
Not regularly, no. In fact, his first and only visit with her was yesterday.
Were you aware that he was murdered shortly after that?
I had no idea. How terrible.
Yes, it is terrible. This means she's lost a potential repeat customer.
Der alte Zyniker.
Did you have a man named Hannibal Kirkland as a client?
I make it my practice not to learn the names of any customers here, Mr. Fordham. I hate to disappoint anyone who comes through those doors, but discretion is paramount in this business.
Well, at least you know you can trust these women with your secrets.
Thank you for your time.
Of course, my dear.
May I
Ich frag sie doch nochmal zum Justice.
Do you know anything about the Justice Killer?
I'm afraid not, dear. I don't normally associate with killers.
Are you sure you don't know anything? He's the reason I'm here.
Well, I can assure you I know nothing about your murderer. If the trail has led you here, it's surely just coincidence.
She seems awfully certain of that. It's a good thing we don't believe in coincidences.
Thank you for your time.
Of course, my dear.
Ne.
Looks nervous.
So gleich kommst du mir nicht davon, junge Dame.
Oh, hello. Did Serafina send you back here for me?
Yes, but not for the usual reasons. I'm a private investigator. My name is Miles Fordham. Ruby, I presume?
Yes, that's right. What do you need from me?
Just some information.
Well, I'll do my best.
Und guck ich auf den
The
Spiegel.
girls here don't get much in the way of a dressing area. Still, something is better than nothing, I suppose.
Ja, sieht ganz nett aus.
I'm guessing this is where most of the girls keep their personal belongings. Doesn't seem to offer much in the way of privacy.
Ein Schrein.
Cut down in her prime. I can relate.
Lilly.
Cut down in her prime.
34 ist er geworden.
No lilies? Seems like a missed opportunity. That's a nice locket for being such a cheap piece of jewelry.
Was ist das denn? 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3. Das ist ja... Das wird mir ja aufs Auge gedrückt hier. Ein bisschen fast sehr offensichtlich. Ne? Und sie lässt mich doch auch einfach ran. Na gut. Robert. Hallo.
So, Ruby.
Yes?
Hi. Alles klar. So.
How long
Erzähl
you
mir doch
been
mal von dir.
in this business?
Only a few months now. Used to work at a kitchen, but then they brought in some of those new automated machines.
Ah, sadly familiar story.
At least this profession isn't in any danger of being made obsolete by steam tech. Cold steel can never replace a warm touch.
Let's just hope that's true.
Have you heard of the Justice Killer?
No, I don't believe so.
He's a serial murderer who's killed 5 victims, mostly men from Chumley.
Oh dear, that sounds dreadful. Is that what you're investigating?
It is. Do you know anyone who might have some information about him?
I don't. Sorry I can't be more help.
Ich wollte eigentlich nicht mit der Eröffnung vom Justice Killer anfangen.
Did you ever have a client named Hannibal Kirkland?
No, that name doesn't sound familiar. Sorry.
Do you know Ennis Bowditch?
Bowditch? Didn't think I'd be hearing that name again.
As I understand it, he was seeing your friend, the serving girl at the ruined coffee house.
Yeah, that's right. Annabelle. She broke things off with him a while ago, though.
So she said. Did you ever know him to be violent?
Violent? The bastard nearly beat Annabelle's brains in once. Why do you think she chucked him?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
At least she had the good sense to get rid of him.
Perhaps we should go confirm this newly discovered fact with Annabelle.
Did you ever meet a man named Burley Cause?
No, I never met him, but one of the other girls had him as a client. I remember because she was laughing about his name. He wasn't very burly, if you get my meaning.
Right. Are you familiar with Reggie Willingham?
Oh, him? He had to be banned from here.
Really? What happened?
He got way too rough with one of the girls. She ended up shy a few teeth.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, apparently he wasn't too fond of boundaries. Good riddance to him, I say.
Were you aware that Mr. Willingham was murdered?
What? Oh, well, now I feel terrible for saying good riddance. I meant...
I think I know what you meant, Ruby. It's fine.
Is it me, or is there a pattern starting to emerge here?
You met recently with Percival McDonough, is that right?
How did you know that? I thought he was meant to keep those sorts of things private.
He had your name written down in his calendar.
And you found me here based on that?
Well, I am a detective.
Suppose that's true. Anyway, yes. I only met him the one time. There wasn't anything remarkable about him. After we finished, he got all emotional about his wife, but I could hardly understand what he was saying. I hate it when they cry afterwards.
I'll just leave you to it then.
Thanks, love.
I hate it when they cry afterwards. Ja. Ach, Mann. So.
We've exhausted her now.
Madame. Haben wir mal eine wunderschöne Osterlilie hier weggemacht. Gehen wir mal ins Kaffeehaus.